Okay, ma, still on the issue of compatibility that you mentioned, how should intending couples who have never had experience of sex, how should they handle the discussion of compatibility?
Okay. Firstly, I want to share it into two. There is a case of one person having experience and the other one no experience. And it is usually good for that person that has experience not to assume that this other person has experience. That is why it will be discussed. The person can discuss it and she'll say, I don't know, I've never done it before. Say, okay. So now he knows how to come in because he is experienced. He knows how to talk to her. You know, you don't just see a woman and jump on the woman. Even in marriage, you have to spice it. No law that says it must be on your bed in the bedroom. Maybe in the kitchen, in the bathroom, anywhere. It's spice. You add spice to it. Then the experienced one will be the one to put the one that has no experience through. That I know you have not had it before. You will feel some discomfort. It's going to be like this, but I'll be nice. I'll be gentle. That one is settled. Then the two novice, in the case of two novice, they don't know what to do. That is why in some culture it's very good for the mother, like in the Calabar culture. I've seen people, they take their children to rooms, they teach them, this is how to attend to your husband, this is what you do, this is how you do. Some people read books. It's good in our culture. That's the role of a mother. I know you are a virgin, you are going to this, but this is what to expect. Your husband may be demanding it too much. It is part of being a woman. It is part of marriage. He may not even be demanding, but in case, this is what to do. And then the church, the counseling session, is very important. They speak on these things without shying away from it. It's very important. They take them. You have sensitive areas in your body when your husband, and I believe when you love somebody, if he touches your lap, you will respond because you've just married. So you are happy that you have married the love of your life. So the church should give orientation. Many churches don't discuss this thing, but it should be discussed. Many churches shy away from it. No, they will become corrupt. No. If they cannot be having seminars on it, it's just to say intending couples seminar. If they cannot have those seminars, when they are preparing them for marriage, they should tell them what to expect. They should tell them how it is. This is what to expect. This is your husband. He owns your body now. You have to do like this, do like this. Some cultures, they take their daughter inside, they take their son inside and just lecture them. I remember there was a boy. He's no more a boy now. He's married with children now. He asked the father, he said, how can we have children when I married this girl now? The father now said, what type of question is this? He said, I don't know. Are we going to buy? Are we going to rent? The father now said, no. This and this is how you do it. So you are a virgin, you don't know how to handle a woman. You kiss the woman, you touch here, you touch here. He said, that's how you start. So the father gave him orientation. So there must be a way out, but the church must add it now to their whatever, their counseling session. If not, it will destroy a lot of couples because they'll just be trial and error, and the lady will say, hey, I've entered one chance. The man too will say, I've entered one chance. And we should have that orientation that we all didn't come as virgins. We are coming from the world. We have been born in. So we have experiences. That does not mean that that person is promiscuous. He has had experiences, but Christ saved him. So his having experience or her having experience doesn't mean that he or she is promiscuous or was promiscuous. One is too novice. I want to advise that a lady planning to get married, knowing you are a virgin, you can meet married people that you can trust and say, this thing, what do I do? How do I do? You have to teach them also for the man that maybe is a novice. You have to teach the lady how to seduce the man and how it's not a sin because they are entering marriage. They have to know what it takes to be in the marriage, but it must be continuous because some of them, once they are pregnant, they push the man away. The man is irritating them. They don't want anything. It causes conflict too. Or you want to sleep so that the man will not come, go and carry your child and put near you. Say, my child, the body is hot. It's wrong. It's wrong. So all those things we shy away from, we must come back to it. There is nothing that cannot be achieved through discussion, communication. Some people will shy away from it, but it's the real thing. You have to discuss it. That is why some people have problems. Immediately they say, no, I didn't know he was like this. No, I cannot take it. And then crisis will start. They will start talking about it, quarreling. They will not be able to tell the pastor. They will not be able to tell their friends. They will not be able to tell their parents that that is the issue. They will be saying, every time he comes, he throws his shoes here, he throws his Bible here, I have to pick it. They will be beating around the bush. So they will not be able to nail it on the head. That is.
Right. Also, you mentioned the issue of family.
Yes.
So, what are the boundaries to look out for in relationship with family and a couple?
Yes. The boundaries. First of all, it's good to respect the in-laws. Some people will say, I don't like your mother, but I like you. Yoruba says from the black pot that the white part came from. Mm-hmm. You cannot love a man or a woman and hate the parents. She came from them. She's part of them. And then the issue of disrespect. Once you get married, the other family they become yours. When I was married, my father said, from today, this your husband is my son. If you have any issues, discuss with me. You have given you out. Go to your family. And that's how we were doing it. You should not disrespect your in-laws. You should value them. Because there are times issues will come up, you need them. If you misbehave, by the time those issues come up, they'll say, yes, it's now our turn to deal with her or to deal with him. Some of them are waiting to break the marriage. So any little opportunity, they will jump in. So there are boundaries. The in-laws should have boundaries and the couple should have boundaries. Like, you don't just invite your mother or your brother or sister. You just invite them and say, come to the house. Start coming from Lagos tomorrow. Come to my house. Without discussion with your husband, he has to prepare. He will prepare his mind. He will prepare money. He will make sure there's food in the house. But he's just waking up. He just sees your mother or your father or your siblings that we have gotten admission. We have to go and register, but we don't have enough money. Everything comes to him like that. It will lead to conflict. He may not talk, but when you get to the room, he will tell you, go and look for money to pay for that school. That is why it is said that for this cause, a man shall leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife. You cannot, I have that personal opinion. You cannot hate your wife and say, I want to buy a car for my mom. You want to buy a car for me. Your wife should be trekking. No, your wife is your first love. It's your love. I also have somebody who took care of me and bought me a car during my time. So you cannot put her, she's somebody's child. The family went to bring her, promising to take care of her. So you take care of your wife first. People will talk and say, woman rapper, the woman don't use jazz. No, the wife comes first before the mother or father. But that does not mean that the parents should be neglected. It should not be neglected. And again, when you are sending, for example, as a woman, when I was young, I would just package money. When I collect my salary, I will send it to my mother-in-law. And I will say, your son said I should send it. My husband was doing the same. So my mother-in-law now said, I know it's not my son, it's you. Because I know my son, I know what he can do. But notwithstanding, the man's ego is lifted. Sometimes I can give money to my parents and say, my husband said I should send this money to you people. They will call him and thank him. Sometimes he will answer and say, did you send them money? I send them money. You say, okay. I say, hope you did say it's not me. You say, no. So there has to be boundaries. People don't just come into your house anyhow. Or you keep a sibling in the house. Your husband keeps his clothes in the wardrobe. She'll just go and change the wardrobe. Or your husband is in the room. She'll just open the door and enter. There should be boundaries. There are things they shouldn't be involved in, and there are things they should not do.
All right. Another aspect you mentioned are the place of the children. You know, couples existed, then along came children.
Children, yes.
Later on in life, they will move.
Yes.
So, but how can we manage, or how can
Yes.
couples manage children?
First of all, men are jealous people. Once a woman gives birth, because the woman's attention moves, it's just natural to the child. And the husband sometimes say, and my wife say, don't touch me, I have to feed my child, I have to take care. The man will become angry and say, sure, that's your new husband, continue with this your journey. Sometimes you see some men will come and grab the child and say, give me attention. Attention is very important in marriage. Giving attention to the other person. Now, you now focus on the child. You neglect the husband. Likewise, even the same way, dressing. You have been dressing beautifully. Whenever your husband sees you, the man sees you, he will be dreaming of marrying you. Now you married at 25, you are looking like 45. So all those things are very important. They are very important. Don't say, this makeup is not for me. It's good if your husband likes it. I used to attend a church when we got married that they don't use earring, they don't rub powder, they don't use lipstick. My husband took me there. So I couldn't adjust. And they gave me a name, that woman that uses lipstick. And one day they confronted me. My husband said, I am the one that wants her to be like that. That is how I want my wife to look. And they left me in the whole church. I was the only person with earring, with lipstick. And I continued until we left that church. We left the church because of Sharia. When Sharia problem happened, we had to back out of that environment. So it's very important. Then when raising the child, don't give children impression that you are doing for them, their father is not doing. Always inform them, daddy bought a carton of biscuit for you, carry it inside. Don't say, come and take biscuit. Come and, every time he or she needs it, she will come to you. And she will never go to the father because that child already believes it's money that provides. Daddy bought you this shoe. Go and tell daddy thank you, even if you bought it. It brings about gap between the children and their father. Or when you are insulting their father in their presence, idiot, stupid man, I regret marrying you. The child is watching and is listening. Sometimes you see some children say, don't worry, don't mind him, we will deal with him. And you think you have supporter, you are destroying somebody. Because that will be in her head. She will not give her father the right, the due respect. And she'll believe that everything that she has is her mother. When they come to you, refer them to their father. You say, okay, I will give mommy money to buy something for you. And when you buy it, daddy has given me money, let's go and buy it. So that stage is another stage. It will get to a stage, the children want to influence you about the school they want to attend. My friends are in this school, and you cannot afford it. You know your husband cannot afford it, but you are emotionally carried away. You now tell your husband, that's the school I want. I've been there, that's the school I want. Conflict is coming gradually because the man has to work extra hard to look for money to pay school fees. I always tell people, go every school. It's just the decoration that we are paying for. It's the same syllabus. Even if it's early, it's the same syllabus. When we go and pay like 500,000 in a nursery school, it's a waste because the TV and all these cartoons can teach those things that they are teaching. But we are paying for the facilities, the flowers, the jingle over things, and all those things. That is what we are actually paying for. So parents, a couple should come together to agree first. The man may not have time. Say, go and check schools and get their price. Go for the one that you can afford. You know that your husband will not be stressed, because when he's stressed, you will not even enjoy the marriage. When he's stressed, he will become short-tempered. Sometimes you ask him for money, he will just shout. It's because he's frustrated. You are making him spend beyond what he can afford. So that stage, they begin to lobby their mother. When is that school? My friend is there. Then you insist. Another stage again, they will see their friends buying clothes. They will come again. And you now tell your husband, you must buy clothes. You must buy. My children cannot be looking different from their classmates. No. Nobody has been arrested for looking different in any school. You can always push the child to the father can always push the child to the mother, so that the child will know that both of them are working for their good. Sometimes when it even gets to the stage of marriage, couple will have problem. The man says, I don't like that boy. There's something I'm saying you are not saying. The mother says you must marry the boy because he comes with a very big Benz. And whenever he comes, he just give her money. He said, the boy is very good. I know the mother. The father said, no, there's something that alone will bring conflict. And the daughter will say, my father hates me. This is somebody I love, he doesn't want. So there are many issues that can come through children to parents, and that can cause problem in the marriage.
Wow, this is so insightful. Thank you so much for the so far. It's been a wonderful time. All right, let's move on. How can crisis be handled in a marriage?
Crisis can be handled in a marriage in various ways. The way the phone can destroy a marriage, it can also help a marriage. Like, you have had a misunderstanding in the morning. When he gets to the office, send text message, I am sorry. The way I talked to you this morning, I'm sorry. Don't say, it is because. No, because. Don't give reason why you did it. I am sorry for how I behaved to you, my love, my darling. You know you are my daddy. You talk, when he reads it, he will smile. Because without that text message, don't call him, son will not pick because he's still angry. But when he sees the text, he will smile. Maybe in the office he has been short-tempered since. Once he reads that, he will calm down. The same thing with the women. You know, I didn't mention it before, the phone can also cause misunderstanding. So, the way to resolve it, first of all, you may have, in early marriage especially, you should have couple that are also your friends. That is family friends. They tell you about their issues. So you can also confide in them about issues. They will come around and say, some will even hit your husband's head and say, what's wrong with you? Are you okay? Some will tell the woman, say, you are a troublemaker. Shut up, don't talk. You are the way I beg your husband, and he thanks there. Then there's the issue of the Bible, Proverbs 15, I think 22, thereabout, that we should seek counsel. There's a stage it will go to. You have to seek counsel.
In a situation where couples are unable to resolve the crisis on their own, who should be the first persons that they should meet to help them resolve this conflict, even after they have prayed?
So they go to the person that they feel they have an experience that can educate them more, that can retain them more about marriage. Let's say for example, maybe their pastor or whoever they know that they have as a guardian. Who they have as a guardian, because outside the parent, there's still somebody they look at to like a mentor. That easily, what's the problem there? How can we do? How can we do? That person should be the person they can report it to, instead of packing and go to their various parents' house. No, that doesn't. I don't even support that. But you can also resolve it with somebody that they're very close to.
Like I said, Nigerians are very religious set of people. They leave their responsibility and use religion to cover face. When you know what is right, you won't do it, but then you want to go and report somebody to somebody. One, have you asked yourself, what is your own part in this problem? Nobody wants to accept blames. There is no communication between husband and wife. Instead of communicating, they are trading words and exchanging words, and they are not talking to each other. So most times, before it gets how to getting somebody, couples need to look inward and talk to themselves. What is the root cause of this problem? Most times, there are small things that are very, very small that can be resolved. But because nobody is talking about it, they are talking over it, they will never get it done. And when they go out to meet somebody, the same problem will still persist. Now, I would have said, go and meet your religious leader. But I don't know if it has ever worked. If it works, it's just a temporary measure. The religious leader will, because they are supposed to be the law, they know better, they understand. People will understand, they will listen to them for a while. But these issues have not been resolved. The problem is not resolved. They are just doing it in difference to the religious leader that is helping them. If you go and meet your family, if you meet family, if it's the woman's family, they will say they are partial. If it's the man's family, it's because he's one of them. So those things are never going to be acceptable. So what I will say, instead of meeting, maybe a counselor, somebody that knows, that is a neutral person completely and an expert in this thing, in marriage, in counseling, would better be a better idea for them. Because the moment you talk about it, the person will see what the issues are. And because he doesn't have any emotional connection to any of them, it will be easy to come to the root cause and to help them to reach an agreement. I think a counselor works better, or a consultant that does something to manage marriages. We don't always explore those avenues in Nigeria, because this is the way we used to do it when we were young. This is how our mother resolved their own. But it never worked, just that somebody will give up for somebody and let it go. But the one that will really forge them ahead, that will keep them for years together, is the one that will help them to address the issue. And when they learn how to address issues and to talk to themselves, any subsequent ones, they will be able to handle it.
When there is crisis in marriage, the first person to run to is God. There should not be anything like parents, because even the pastor, whoever is giving out, maybe, in the church or wherever they did the wedding, you see the man of God will say, Father, mother, you guys should take your hand off. If it becomes very necessary that you have to employ the services of an advisor or a counselor, it has to be the man of God. The man of God, the church you worship, and you must make sure it's somebody, an elderly person who you respect, who you take for on high esteem, that you respect the word. So if it's an elderly person now, the man of God definitely will have to sit his wife and is there. And once they have resolved you people, it has remained. If you are the man that said, no, when you see the wife and the elderly man and you respect him, you have to accept, because they have been at the forefront of marriage. They know the foundation, so you are at the ground level.
In some cases, the couples have prayed, they have done all they could, they have explored all their options, but the crisis on ground is still lingering. So we thought, who should they meet? And we heard different opinions. Some said parents, some said their friends, some. So, but the question is, who do you think a couple should meet when they have explored all options to resolve and it's not
they hand it over to God. At the initial stage, it's good to pray, but prayer, what what you can do physically, you don't need to pray. Some women are just proud. They are not brought up to say, I am sorry. That is what escalates. You can kneel down. Some of us will kneel down when we say our pastor, good morning, sir, but you cannot do that for our husband. You can, anybody can just take the initiative. It doesn't matter whether you are wrong or right. The problem we have is, I am right. Yesterday you did it, day before yesterday, even 2 months ago you did it. That is where the thing escalates. Once you notice that this thing is going to bring an issue, nothing stops a woman. You can kneel down and hold your husband's leg and say, my love, my husband, my father. You praise him. You know, men want to be honored. They are
What if
kings.
she has knelt down and done all of that? You kneel down, you beg, I'm sorry, but that thing is.
There are some people. There are some people that are brought up with malice. They can keep malice for years. You'll be in the same house. They will not talk to you. They will not eat your food. They will not. In that case, you start praying and you involve the pastor. If you notice he respects the pastor, if the man does not respect your pastor, you tell him, you are only wasting your time, because you say, which pastor? Has he finished solving his own problem? So, you have to know the people he respects, but never take it to his office. Never take it even to his family, because family, they are always emotionally attached to their children. He didn't eat my food for how many days? He has not been talking to me. When I talk, he almost slapped me. The mother said, pack your load. Because she's attached. She cannot love you more than she loves her own. So from there, it will escalate. But a pastor that he respects, or an elder that he really respects, that is why in marriage there must be somebody you respect and you listen to. Anybody who says, I can't listen to anybody, I don't have respect for anybody, that person is a bad person. So when you have tried your best, begin to look good. I always tell women, look good. Don't look at your age. Go to the mirror and talk to yourself. Start to look good. Start to make him feel suspicious. Sometimes you have a call, you go outside. His head will be ringing. Sometimes it's just a minor call. Sometimes, okay, me too. You say, he's even telling me, man, me too, I love you, me too. So,
Would that be another call?
no, it will not be in some cases. If you are praying and you are working, trying to work it out. Some men, immediately they see the way you are dressing, the way you are, you say, I suspect you, I'm suspecting you. You say, no, if you are suspecting me, fine, but I'm trying to live my life. This is how I was before you married me, so I'm trying to go back. Some men, immediately they see that, they go and tell their friends, this my wife, I don't understand how. So we even monitor you, they discover that there's nothing. Cook his favorite food. Do something unique. Just be doing, don't stop. Some people say, I will never wash his clothes. Continue to do it and be praying. One day, you will realize it. But when you go and tell parents, some family, they are very tough. Immediately they hear it, they will initiate total breakdown. They will scatter everything. So after talking to friends, you now seek counsel with a pastor that he respects or that she respects. She cannot say no, or he cannot say no to that pastor. The conflict will be resolved because the pastor will be monitoring both of you. And the person who went first to the pastor has to do some adjustment. You also ask yourself some questions. There's no mad person in marriage. Somebody must have brought out that madness. So you think, the way I talk to him, I have to change it. You talk to yourself. You counsel yourself. You must counsel yourself. Change your pattern of talking to him. What he has told you he doesn't like, put an end to it. Don't do it. Pamper him. Just be pampering him and make him feel that he's the king of the house. And then, if he's a woman, the man also have to buy, like when I was young, when my husband used to buy me suya. He knows I like suya. So whenever I'm angry, when he comes, he will just hide by the window and say, I've got suya. I'll say, yeah, enter. Because he will buy plenty. So that was his way. My husband will not say sorry. Sorry is difficult. But me, I can say sorry. I can kneel down. I can cry. I can drag here and there. But I will not talk. I will not tell anybody. So you have to find a way. What is the weak point of that partner? Use the weak point to reach out. And when you are trying to sort it, don't try to say, you too, you are doing like this to me. Just say your own fault and forget his fault. He too will say his own.
All right. Thank you so very much, Ma, for the wonderful insight and the exposure that we've had on today's conversation. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much to our viewers for staying with us. Thank you so very much. In case you have any questions you want to ask, please feel free to drop it on the comment section on our YouTube channel. And also, if you have any insight that you want to share with us, please drop it also. Subscribe to our channel, like and share our videos. Thank you so very much for staying with us. God bless you.